Today's collectible spot, we are having a look at the DC Collectibles The Flash Reverse Flash statue. A new statue released from the folks over at DC Collectibles. Spot when I initially heard that they were going to be releasing this, I definitely wanted to pick it up. The front of the box features the Reverse Flash on the front there. I also like how it's got that folded over DC Collectibles reveal on the side, almost as if the package is kind of peeling away and you can see the figure or statue in this case underneath. The side of the box features or shows you what the statue is going to look like when you get it out of the box. It measures approximately 12.5 inches in height. It's sculpted by Steve Kouis. Then on the back of the box, another possible pickup, certainly for yourself if you're a fan of The Flash. There's also the TV show Flash in his respected statue as well. To check out more from the folks over at DC Comics, head over to www.dccomics.com. And as a tool that Spot's used quite frequently, you can head over to www.comicshoplocator.com if you want to find a comic book store in your area. Spot's going to take himself a break and get this opened up. There's the back of the package. When we come back, though, we're going to get a better look at the DC Collectibles Reverse Flash. There's more heading your way. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. The Reverse Flash statue will consist of two components, one of which being the display stand that comes to have the stand or statue standing on top. There are two posts or two circular peg holes where the posts from the feet are going to sink into to stand upright the figure. What I do like really about the statue itself is the display stand has this recessed Reverse Flash logo. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's actually sunken into the surface of the display stand, which is a really nice touch above and beyond just simply painting a red lightning bolt there. So I think that's really, really nice. On the underside, you've got four felt feet just to prevent any sort of scratching, and you've got manufactured in China, trademark DC Comics. So there's the display stand. Then you've got of course, the statue itself, and we'll just kind of bring the camera up here for a second, showcase what the statue looks like. The figure is hand sculpted as well, also in cold cast porcelain made, so it's really a good quality feeling statue. We can go ahead and just attach it to the display stand by lining the posts up, as you can see right there. And I find when you move it, you almost have to, it's hard to describe, you almost have to pull the leg ever slightly just to get it to line up into that groove or that hole area. And there is the Reverse Flash. I have to say, I quite like the face that they've sculpted for the statue itself. Though he doesn't really convey an expression necessarily, he almost has a coldness to his face, which I think fits the profile perfectly for Reverse Flash. I also like the fact that his eyes are very dark red, and they've given it also a gloss to the eyes as well. So as opposed to it being a matte red, you've got a little bit of shimmer there, giving a nice life to the eyes themselves. The pose that they've given the figure as well gives it a good solid profile. Love how he's lunging forward with his forward leg, and he's got the straighter leg at the back there. This is a good opportunity as well to show you a lot of the color variations that they've added to the suit. Primarily, of course, you've got the main yellow making up the majority of the statue, but then you've got the darker black wash, almost airbrushed wash, running down the sides of the legs, carrying into the dark boots. That black is also carried over into the arms, where you've got areas such as the gloves and the side of the arm in the black, and then you've got that airbrushed black in between the area of the arm and the elbow pad. The back of the package, or the back of the statue, I should say, also showcases some of that darker airbrushing that they've done to the lower torso. A lot of the top torso seems spared by that airbrushing. Of course, the all-star, if you ask me, in this situation is you've also got this piercing red that profiles, or I should say kind of sort of outlines the areas of his suit as well in the arched, jagged lightning bolt motif that's running down the sides that also carries into his belt area there as well. Very clean paint, I also might say too. Sculpt is phenomenal, but the paint also can really make or break a statue. And I have to say, paint in this instance certainly has excelled this statue. Standing just a little over 12 inches as well, he's not a very tall statue by comparison to maybe some of the other DC collectible releases. However, I think he's a perfect height. He's not too big, he's not too small. Sometimes large statues, certainly from the standpoint of displaying them, and if you display statues like I do, not a lot of statues can fit, especially if you have a detolf situation. I like when they can keep these at around the 12 to 12 and a half, 13 inch mark. Ideally, I think it's a good size because in a detolf, you can usually get about 3, sometimes 4 of these on display. It's such a great looking statue though. I haven't had a chance at the time that you're watching this review to pick up the regular Flash. But if I do manage to see him, I definitely will add him to the collection as well. Reverse Flash, one of my personal favorite DC villains from the DC universe, universe as a whole. Definitely wanted to get this guy in hand. And seeing pictures of how he looked online, I thought the statue looked good. Now getting it actually in hand, I think the figure, or statue in this case, looks awesome. If you are a fan of the Flash TV series, or want to maybe start beefing up your statue collection, I would definitely pick this up. It's a really great looking rendition of Reverse Flash. Today's collectible spot, we were having a look at the new DC Collectibles, The Flash, Reverse Flash. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more collectible spots heading your way. As always, thanks for watching as you always do. I'll see you next time.